What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of the Road to 120 Slayer. So, as always, I did not start this episode with the task that I said I was going to leave off with in the last episode. If you just came from the last episode or something, I always say that. I'm always like, oh, we're ending off episode 15 with Yanadermix, and we're going to be doing that at the start of the next episode. I'm not sure if that's the task I really left off with. I can't remember. And then I never do that. And that just comes to the fact that I do some Slayer off of camera sometimes, and typically do most of that in between episodes. And since I used my Mask of Gloom last night, I am now one Dark Beast task away from Comp Cape. I would have had it already if Shadow of Mordor didn't come out, and we're going to get back-to-back automatons task. And crazy fact, I can't necessarily physically prove this, but I did get 93 automatons my last task, so I just got back-to-back automatons task, which is because of the prefer list. That's why you can get tasks back-to-back. They are on my prefer. Not only were they back-to-back, but it's the exact same amount as well, so let's go kill another 93 automatons. I'm all done with my second automatons task in a row, and this one went pretty well. I got some rare drops here, man, like 4 Catentines, 4 Renars, 4 Lantidines. That might not seem very rare, but just like the Glaciers do as well, these things drop 4 herbs that aren't typically on their drop table as a really rare drop. Not off the rare drop table, but just off their normal drop table. Glaciers do that too, and it's really trolly when you get like 4 Guams from Glaciers and you know that those are almost as rare as getting a pair of boots. But that happens sometimes, and I'm really hoping for my last Dark Beast task here. I'm ready and waiting, although reset is in a couple hours, so if it doesn't happen, it's no big deal. My mask will reset fairly soon. But instead we'll be doing 153 Airuts. Okay guys, well I'm just about done with this Airuts task, and I'm actually going to be price checking this one. I don't normally do that, but of course there will be an Airuts guide which will be coming out before this video, which I am working on, and I like to price check at the end of every single task when I do Slayer guides, just to give people a rough estimate of what they can expect to make during this task. And that was a lot of Airuts, about I think 152 of them or so, so that's really going to add up quite a bit. What's up, Morvran? How about some Dark Beast? That would be great. Special challenge? No thanks. This is the Morvran special Slayer challenge. You have to do it once for completion escape, but I would never ever do it again. Water Fiends, okay, that's alright with me. And also, of course, when you go to kill Water Fiends, I personally kill them in the Chaos Tunnels, so I kill Bork along the way. And if you get 1 Water Fiends task a day, you can do your Bork along with the Water Fiends every day. And if you have completed that Bandos quest, I forget the name of it, you get 20 Crimsons and 20 Blues. You also have to complete Varrock Elite for the full rewards, but it's pretty good. Well, I'm now at 1,955 tasks in a row, which is just a crazy amount. Getting there to 2,000 tasks, slowly but surely, and still waiting on that last Dark Beast task, but it is really close to reset. I think I can do 1 more task and then reset, and I'll do my Dark Beast then, definitely, and finally get that Comp Cape back, and I'll have to make my Comp Cape gold and blue, which was actually my high school colors as well, so it kind of fits in a little bit. But I'll have to say farewell to the 120 HP cape probably when I get 120 Slayer, when it happens. I have no idea when that's going to happen. That will be my go-to cape over Comp Cape, though. I almost just got another assignment without showing it. That would have been bad, but we're going to go with 178 Muzzpa. Don't hate me. Do not hate me for doing this, but I'm canceling Muzzpa. I find them boring. I find them annoying. And automatons are a much better task in my opinion, so let's go do another automatons. 4 clips into this episode, and we've already had 3 automaton tests so far. This is like the episode of the automatons. Finished off yet another automatons task. The automatons keep growing. Let's actually do a price check here. 746k. That's a little bit disappointing. That's kind of what I was making when I was doing automatons with Kuradel, but I'm getting more of them now. Anyway, as long as I can remember correctly, I'll get my Mask of Gloom out of the bank here, and we will finish off the last Dark Beast task for Comp Cape. I've been kind of wanting to get an actual unique cape because, you know, a lot of people wear a comp cape, and I know it's not that big of a deal or anything, but it would be cool to have a cape that, like, no one else wears on my particular world. As far as I can tell, the only capes that I have personally never seen around of anyone that actively plays on my home world are crafting, rune crafting, and I think hunter. So good luck getting one of those, I suppose, but there's another Dark Beast task. I might consider working on a 120 eventually. That's a fairly uncommon one, just so I can have a cool cape to wear, but, you know, Comp Cape does have the stats going for it. Alright, I'm all done with this Dark Beast task, and I managed to get myself 2 Dark Bows. Maybe that makes up for the Dark Bow that I left on the ground the last video that I made, which probably will not be yesterday's video because these videos take a few days to make and I'm only like 6 or 7 clips in. But I should have unlocked the Airuts title. I now have done 5 Dark Beast tasks, although some people in the RS forums are saying it takes 8 Dark Beast tasks, so I don't really know. I'll go talk to Lord Airuts and hopefully get that figured out. But first, I have something to show you guys. So this here is on the official RuneScape wiki, like the official Jagex version of it, and if you want to see what this is, I will have a link to it in the description that I will probably forget to put in there, but I'm sure someone in the comments will remind me, and then I'll put it in. And what you can see here is you can see the weighting of tasks, and what this is how often you can get assigned tasks. So for example, Dark Beasts have a weighting of 12. For Morvran, that's actually pretty high, which means he assigns them very commonly, but other tasks such as Gargoyles or Tazar have a much lower weighting, so you'll get them a lot less often. And the least common tasks to get are stuff like Black Dragons have a weighting of 5, Calphites have a weighting of 5, and then like Firewatch and Ganos have weightings of 7. So what you should base your prefer list on is how rare these tasks are. Calgarian Demons are also pretty rare. So if there's a task that you really like that has a really low weighting, for example, you love Glaciors but only has a weighting of 8, you should definitely put that on your prefer list. And some of these tasks, for example, if you love Airuts, but they have a weighting of 16, so they're the most common tasks that you can get from Morvran, you might not want to put them on your prefer list, or otherwise you'll get like nothing but Airuts. So really cool just to check out how commonly you get these tasks and such, and I'm going to be editing my prefer list a bit based on some of these numbers. Okay, I personally am a little bit confused because if you go to the RS wiki, it says here, complete 8 Dark Beast missions assigned by Morvran, but this is a picture of the official RS wiki, the official one, mind you, a couple days ago, complete 5 Dark Beast missions. So I don't know if they changed it or what, but this was on the official RS wiki, and that was what I was going off of. So I guess whoever was editing the wiki is wrong. But another thing is, I have myself some Slayer VIP tickets. People have been asking me to use them, I don't know, at least 5 times per video. It's ridiculous. I don't use them because I have, just a ton of Slayer points. I can cancel a task if it's bad. So we have the option here between 155 Elves or 36 Mithril Dragons, but that will use a Slayer ticket. I don't really know. Neither of these tasks sounds all that appealing to me, but I guess I'll go with Elves. I mean, they are kind of ridiculous Slayer XP. So we'll go for that, but hopefully we'll get some more Dark Beast missions rather soonish. Well, I thought I had quite enough of this place when I was going for the 1000 Kadar and Elf requirement to unlock that title, but I managed to get through another task, and it went okay. I mean, the charms are pretty terrible. It was decent, but it is still really, really good Slayer XP, and it's also reset time, so I can go ahead and nab myself another Dark Beast task. Okay, so this task here should be our 6 Dark Beast tasks, 197 of them. Also, Dark Beasts will be getting their drops updated pretty soon in a coming update this month, so I'm pretty excited for that. I actually went ahead and put my Dark Beast tasks on one of the preferred tasks because when that update goes live, I want to be getting as many tasks as possible. I'm guessing they'll probably be dropping the new level 90 range boots, but of course they don't know that for a fact. It's just speculation. But hopefully their drops will be updated pretty good and they'll become decent money, kind of like Abbey Demons were after their tables were updated. Well, I am so incredibly close to actually being done with those Dark Beast tasks, and it is the one, I think, second or third most common task that Morvran can assign anyway, also on my prefer list, so if I just no-life Slayer for a couple hours, I should probably be able to get this done. Let's get another task though. This one went fairly well, I guess, as good as a Dark Beast can go. And apparently double XP is also going to work during the double XP weekend, so if you have a whole bunch of double XP saved up, that will stack. It won't double the double XP. That would be kind of insane if it did. Ice Strike Worm's canceling that. I hate that task, even though it is fairly good XP, but I just cannot stand it. We're going to try something else. Water Fiends. There you go. Much better. I forgot to grab the VIP tickets that time. I could have had Water Fiends there without having to cancel, but oh well. It's just 30 Slayer points, and I have plenty. But you will be getting essentially triple the XP during the double XP weekend if you have bonus XP lying around. So that's pretty cool, I guess, although I will be summoning and I don't have any extra bonus XP in summoning, so that doesn't really affect me. But if you have, like, I don't know, a ton of bonus XP in agility, you can do agility and get triple the agility XP. That's got to be pretty tempting. And I'm all done with the Water Fiends task. Man, I love these Water Fiends tasks. I've been getting them a lot, probably because I preferred them, and I get to kill Bork on the way too. I gotta say, if there was a Water Fiend Slayer mask, I would use that every day. I don't use my Abbey Demons or my Dark Beast because even though those are good tasks, well, I have been using the Dark Beast lately for obvious reasons, I wouldn't want those tasks all the time, but I think I would use Water Fiends every single day. They're just that good. I nearly forgot my Slayer VIP ticket, but I did grab it, so let's try out the Slayer VIP tickets. So I can either choose Glaciers or Black Demons. Well, Black Demons would cost the Slayer token. I don't think this is a very hard choice. We're going to go with Glaciers, obviously. So I've used these twice, still have not used up my Slayer VIP tickets, and I have 7 of them, so that will last me, I don't know, at least a good hard day of Slayer, possibly 2. Okay, I'm done with that Slayer task, and no boots or anything, but we did get a rare drop of rune bars. I kind of freaked out when I saw the beam. I was like, oh my goodness, boots! Still a good drop though, about 700k worth of rune bars. And before I forget, someone asked me to show off my Slayer kills tab that I have. At the moment, 25k Slayer creatures, and like the last, I think this has only been tracked for about half a month now, or maybe it has been a month. I think it's been a little while. So in about roughly a month, between 3 weeks and a month, I've killed about 25,000 Slayer creatures, which is a lot, and the most that I've killed is Airuts, but Dark Beasts are sneaking up right behind. So that's my Slayer tab, not Slayer tab, but Slayer information page if you wanted to see it, and time to go get a new task. It's kind of annoying, it's a Saturday night right now, which means that college football is going on, and we have a home game today, and my home team has been scoring a lot of touchdowns. Every single time they score, cannons go off in the background, and they're really loud because I live pretty close to the stadium. First world problems, but our next task is going to be Ganodermic creatures, and I cannot get over how absolutely rancid the noxious staff looks. But I have a keepsake. I took the keepsake off to record the guide earlier today that I made, but I'm going to put that keepsake on because it looks pretty gross, I gotta say. Man, Ganodermics are such a good task, but unfortunately, look at this. Ganodermic flakes have dropped a lot. Last time I price checked them, they were like 350. Now they're, you know, significantly less than that, but adding all the good stuff into here, we made a solid, probably around 1 mil this task, even with the incredibly cheap Gano flakes. Magic Seeds are still kind of suffering price-wise as well. I think they're like 140k. Yeah, 150k. They're only going up because of bonus XP weekend though, and after bonus XP weekend they'll probably be back down to like 110k where they're at for a while. But I do plant magic trees myself, so maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, the time has come for a new task, so let's get one. Airuts, alright, fairly decent task. I forgot my Slayer VIP tickets again. I know, I apologize. I am not used to using them, but 155 Airuts, you can't even be mad about that. Okay guys, done with the Airuts task. It kind of sucked because, well, I've been getting Airuts a lot throughout my past, I don't know, 10 mil Slayer XP or so, and they're getting to the point where they're a bit boring. They are my most killed Slayer creature. They're still good, but the bones have also gone down quite a bit in price, which is a little bit demotivating. But we're going to get another task here and start off the day right, because it's the first, well, that was the first task of the day. This will be the first, harvest the crystal tree. I feel so bad because I was like shifting in my chair and my dog was lying right behind my chair, and I rolled my chair on her tail and she jumped and yelped, and oh, it was so mean. But my dog has like been sleeping in my room while I play RS lately. It's a little bit creepy, but it's also, you know, kind of nice. TDs, okay, well there's another task that will go directly on the preferred list. I've been waiting to get that one so I can slap it on there, and let's go kill some TDs, hopefully get some limbs. Okay, so guys, I'm all done with the Tormented Demon task. It went pretty well. It was a little bit traumatizing, but we'll get through it. Anyway, didn't get, oh, I don't have a teleport. That's lame. I guess I have this Ring of Wealth, but if I use the teleport on the Ring of Wealth, then it won't fit in my bank, and it'll make me upset because OCD, so I'm going to have to load stone out of here. Okay, time for a new task. How about some Glaciers? I just got TDs. Oh, more Airuts. Come on, man, I didn't want to do Airuts. I mean, yes, they're great. Yes, Airuts are a good task, but oh, I get them so much, they get really boring after a while, but oh well. I don't even have them on my preferred list, and I get them all the time, but again, they are the most common task that Morvran does assign. Well, it took a really long time, but I finally got an effigy. I went about, I think 5 mil Slayer XP dry with no effigies, but it happened, so that's going to be a nice, like, I think it's 110k XP or something when you open up all stages yourself. I'm pretty happy with that. I love effigies, and there are a bunch of free agility XP, and my agility is getting up there. Well, I am finally done with that Airit task. That was boring, and it also kind of sucks when you do not have the penance aura, because then you can't heal back the prayer. Oh, there's some U-logs on the ground. I kind of want to grab them, but nah, I'm not going to do that. I gotta say, some of the people in my friends chat talk about some pretty weird stuff, and that is why I'm not showing it at the moment, because they're kind of freaking me out, man. And we're going to end off the video here with Ascension members, so I'm going to go do those, but you will not see me do them in this video because we're going to be ending. I'll see you in a couple days, guys, with the next Road to 120 Slayer. So good luck with all your personal Slayer endeavors, and before we end off the video, I got to show the Slayer XP I haven't shown in a while. 88.5 mil. Maybe I could get 90 mil Slayer in the next video. Depends on how many clips I decide not to show off camera. So hopefully that will happen, and then it's the last 10 mil milestone before 120. I guess all that I gotta say is the grind is real. Farewell.